Hey guys, today I thought we would do a really quick lesson on some cool things that you can do in the key of G. Some cool chords to kind of spice up your normal, if you're just playing a G, C, D, E minor routine, which is in tons of songs. This is just kind of a cool way to spice it up a little bit. Okay, so you're going to use this shape for a G chord. And once you learn this shape, we can just move it up and down the neck. So what this is, we're going to use our middle finger to grab the low E string. In this case, it's going to be the 3rd fret of the low E string. We're going to use our ring finger to grab the 3rd fret of the B string, and then our pinky to grab the 3rd fret of the high E. So that's just a regular G. And I'm using the meat of my middle finger on my left hand to palm mute that A so that A string doesn't come out. Just a regular G chord. Now what you can do with this is you can put your ring finger down, your pointer finger down by pulling your pinky off that 3rd fret of the high E. You can put your pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the high E. And the other thing you can do with this chord is stretch it out to get your pinky finger on the 5th fret of the high E. So this sounds kind of cool. You can just play around with that. It's just a cool little routine you can do. Now you can take that same shape and you can come down here to your C chord. So in this case, for a C chord, what you would do is take that same shape and you're going to slide everything up to the 8th fret, where your middle finger's got the low E string of the 8th fret, your ring finger's got the 8th fret of the B string, and then your pinky has the 8th fret of the high E. And that's a C chord. Okay, and you can also use, same thing we did here, you can use your pointer finger to grab the 7th fret of the high E. You can even stretch, you can even stretch that pinky out to grab the 10th fret of the high E. So it goes like, okay. Then for a D chord, you can do that same shape and just slide it down 2 more frets. Okay? So that would be your middle finger on the 10th fret of low E, ring finger on the 10th fret of the B, and your pinky finger on the 10th fret of the high E. Now you can stretch it all the way. Your pinky finger can come all the way to the 12th fret of the high E. Now this is a little bit more challenging with a D with your pointer finger, because I think that sounds okay, like if you're using your pointer finger to grab the 8th fret of the high E, but you definitely don't want to get that 9th fret of the high E. I don't think that sounds good at all. You get that 8th fret of the high E, or even the 7th fret of the high E, but those are kind of difficult. So even if you just wanted to practice those a little bit, that's pretty cool. And the last one I'm going to show you is the E minor. So cool to play an E minor up the neck is you're going to play the open E string, then you're going to grab the 7th fret with your pointer finger, 7th fret of the A string, open D string, open G string, 8th fret of the B with your ring finger, and then you can either leave that high E open, or you can play the middle finger down on the 7th fret of the high E, and then you stretch it to that pinky on the 10th fret of the high E. Oops. So you put all that together, you got something cool like. If you've ever heard, this is like an early 2000s Christian song. It's called Take You Back by Jeremy Camp, but anyways, it goes like. But you can do anything to kind of like play around with that. strumming too. Sounds fine. There's just some cool things that you can do in the key of G.